depends. If you're doing deliveries on a bike, okay, then you can only claim, number one, whether you're a delivery rider, Uber driver, or a painter, okay, if you're self-employed, you can only claim for any expenses you've had because of the business, okay. Any expenses for the business, you can claim it as an expense, okay. You doing delivery, you are actually an independent contractor. It's actually a business, it's your business, you are self-employed. So any expense relating to that, you can claim. And again, disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm not a taxation advisor, so do not take my advice as a financial and taxation advice. I'm just giving you knowledge from my own experience, okay, and from general knowledge. Yes, I do work for an accounting firm, GBS Business and Legal, but I'm not the accountant. If you would like professional advice, please call the office or go to any taxation financial advisor and get proper advice. Our here just to give my aim here today is just to give you a rough idea. All right. So, as I was saying, you are your own business. You know, you are the contractor, so you can claim any expense relating to that business. So, if you're doing deliveries on a bike, okay, you obviously not going to have any fuel costs because you don't put petrol in your bike, do you? Yeah. But let's say you're doing it on an electric bike, and then you pay to charge it, okay? Yeah, from one of them kiosk things. I don't know if you've got a receipt, and you should be able to claim it. Or let's say you charge it at home, okay? Depending on how much that uses, then we should be able to, or you should be able to claim a small percentage or certain percentage from your household bill for charging that bike, okay? Also, you should be able to claim a percentage of your mobile phone if you use your mobile phone for personal use as well. If you have a mobile phone just for Uber, just for your work purposes, then you can claim it all. But if you use it for personal use and business, then you can only claim a certain percentage of it. So you could include your contract bill, okay, or your whatever you top up, depending on how much you claim for. Depends on if you use it for business and personal or not, okay. That's clear. Now, in terms of the bike, you can also claim for any repairs you do, any repairs, changing tires, any fixing the brakes, I don't know, anything. Helmets, any uniforms, so basically any safety gear you buy, helmets, elbow protectors, whatever, knee protectors, whatever it is. Again, anything relating that you use for the business, you can claim back. And your delivery bag, all of that you can include. Your accounting fees, you can include. If you have to buy any specific uniform, it's included. So for example, if you have to buy a delivery jacket or Uber jacket, it should be covered, okay? So let's say, for example, now you are basically doing deliveries in a car now, all right, or on a motorbike, okay? You can now claim for either mileage or you can claim for petrol, okay? Best thing to do in general is before you start the day, you look at what your mileage, your speedometer thing, yeah? Basically record the mileage, roughly on a diary or on your phone, write down how much miles you do per day, okay? But always save the receipts as well. The reason I say do both, there's a reason behind it, okay? I'll explain. When you basically do your account, you can only claim one or the other, all right? If you claim for petrol, then obviously you can't claim mileage as well on top of that, all right? If you claim for just petrol, then you can claim for any vehicle repairs and so on, okay? However, if you claim mileage, okay, you can't claim mileage and claim petrol and also try to include any vehicle repairs and stuff. You can't include it, okay? Best thing to do, the reason I say keep a record of both, so in the end of the year, you can work it out. Your accountant will decide for you what's a better option. Or even if you don't have an accountant, you can weigh it in, okay? I think there's a certain limit. I don't know, don't quote me on it, but I think for the first few thousand miles, you can claim up to 45p per mile, something like that. But check up on it again, like I said, or call our office and you can speak to our accountant. Okay, and they can give you more specific free advice. It's free anyway. Call if you want to, or call any accountant. Call your accountant. But our advice is save both things. Save your receipts. Keep a record of the mileage, how much mileage you do, and in the end of the year, your accountant or you yourself will decide which is better, which is more for me to claim. Do you get it? Wherever you're claiming more, you'd rather go with that. Okay. Other expenses, we've covered, isn't it? Maintenance. What other expenses you have? If you have a home business and you're working from home, you should be able to claim a percentage of your broadband if you use internet for it. The expenses. A lot of people have this misconception. Oh, I can claim for food daily. No, you can't, because you're doing local work. So you won't really be covered for lunch. For example, if you work for someone, okay, let's say you go work for someone in a job, do they pay for your lunch? They don't. Some people do out of their own goodwill, but it's not part of the deal. So the same way, if you put in food allowance every single day, the HMRC can pull you up on it and tell you to, check it out, maybe give you a fine for doing it incorrectly, and then obviously if you owe any tax, they'll charge you for tax as well. Okay? So in general, when it comes to accounting, at the end of the day, your accountant's job is to review all the information you give them, and his job is to make sure it's in compliance. His job is to make sure it's right. Okay? If after that you still want to submit things, they can maybe do it for you, I don't know. But in general, whatever it is, I've got someone at the door. Anyway, I'm going to cut the show. We've got someone in the office door. I think we've got a client coming in. But thank you very much. Please like and subscribe.